This is Valley News Live at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Johnson. New for you at noon, police need your help finding the person responsible for a burglary that took place at a fast food restaurant. Moorhead police released these surveillance photos of the suspect this morning. Police say the incident happened on December 8th at around 5:30 in the morning at a KFC located along 8th Street and Main Avenue. Officials say the suspect forced their way in from the window and took cash with them. If you have any information, call police at the number on your screen, 218-299-5120. Also new at noon, the Fargo Police Department and federal authorities are searching for a wanted sex offender who walked away from a halfway house last night. Police say 21-year-old Christopher Morrison left Center Inc. and never returned. Morrison is on federal probation with active warrants out of Morton County. The sex offender registry shows that Morrison is convicted of sexual abuse of a minor involving a 14-year-old. He's described as Native American man, 5'11" and around 210 pounds. If you have any information on where he could be, you're urged to call 911. The death toll from Friday's deadly tornadoes is now up to 88 people in 5 states, including 74 in Kentucky, where more than 100 people are still missing. Town officials estimate more than 60% of homes in Dawson Springs are beyond repair. In Mayfield, Kentucky suffered some of the worst destruction, including a candle factory where 8 people died. Officials say it could take years to recover.
I just hope they find us somewhere to go, because I don't have family here.
And in Illinois, federal and state officials are investigating the Amazon warehouse collapse that killed 6 workers during the storm. President Biden will visit Kentucky tomorrow to survey the damage. Meanwhile, 2 major retailers are stepping up with supplies and funds to help in the wake of devastating tornadoes this weekend. Walmart says it's sending water and supplies to residents in Kentucky, Illinois, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Missouri. And Lowe's says it will donate to the overall relief and recovery efforts. Well, it's a beautiful day outside. Better finish up your Christmas shopping because we're expecting a big chance of a storm for the end of the week. Summer is here with the details. Summer?
Thanks so much, Anna, and good afternoon, everyone. It is a beautiful day. Just as Anna said, we're seeing some melting in the parking lots and in some of those side streets where, it freezes over when those temperatures dip below freezing overnight after a day of melting. But we have some sunshine in the sky, a few higher level clouds, and temperatures are again very mild, well above seasonal average for this time of year. We're at 38 degrees in Fargo, but it's of course, with the breeze out of the south-southeast at 23 miles per hour. Currently 36 degrees in Jamestown and in Grand Forks, 33 in Devil's Lake at this hour, 37 in Fergus Falls with wind sustained at 21 miles per hour. Bemidji 35, wind is sustained at 23 miles per hour out of the southeast, and we could have some higher gusts possible as well. We have a few of those high-level clouds moving in from the south right up towards the I-94 corridor, but the northern half of the region seeing bright sunny skies for our afternoon. But we do have some big changes in the forecast for Wednesday and into Thursday, mostly through the overnight hours. So here's what we know. The overall track, it is still shifting a little bit, but we are starting to see some more consistency. The track is slipping mostly to the east through central Minnesota. From the valley into Minnesota is where we're going to see the main impacts starting late Wednesday night, continuing through Thursday. But Anna, I'll have hour by hour details coming up and some impacts that we might be expecting.
Well, thanks, Summer. I look forward to hearing more about that. A car pedestrian crash late last night critically injured a man in South Fargo. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says the victim has life-threatening injuries and troopers are trying to ID him. Just before 7 p.m., police say a car driven by an 18-year-old Fargo man was driving southbound on 25th Street near 13th Avenue when the man stepped out into the intersection to cross the street. The driver has not been charged at this time. More information is expected to be released this afternoon, so stay with us on Valley News Live. The parents of a Michigan 15-year-old suspected in a deadly school shooting are expected in court today. James and Jennifer Crumbly are charged in connection with this November 30th shooting at Oxford High School. They each face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and have pleaded not guilty. They're accused of giving the gun to the teen as a present. 4 students were killed in the shooting. Another 7 were hurt. Robberies, carjackings, and home invasions. Crime is on the rise down in the Twin Cities, where a lot of people from the Valley visit. Today's leaders from several cities will meet to talk about how to stop the spike in criminal activity. Ren Clayton reports on what you can do to protect yourself.
We've been put through traumatic experiences, but we are going to do something about it.
Julie Wickland is one of multiple victims of home invasions recently. Now she's formed a group demanding change.
Forming a group of victims to work together to try to get change and force some action, immediate action to get more resources, and long-term action as well would be a good idea.
These types of crimes have spread beyond just Minneapolis. Edina Mayor James Hovland wants a metro-wide approach to solving this problem.
The more sort of eyes you have on the street, the more cities you have working together, I think that'll help us figure out how to deal with it over time and hopefully catch some of the people involved and end this crime spree.
Minneapolis police say the majority of home invasion crimes happen between 6 and 7 p.m. That's followed by weekends and evenings. Police say to avoid being a victim, install security cameras and outside lights. Wait until your garage door is closed to leave your car, and drive away from your house if you think someone is following you.
Victims need to have a seat at the table with these police reforms, with the judicial reforms, with the laws that are happening, with judges releasing violent criminals without holding them.
Minneapolis police say investigators, prosecutors, and judges are working together to not let repeat offenders slip through the cracks. Ren Clayton, WCCO 4 News.
Edina's mayor says more cities in the metro could decide to join them for today's meeting. Bogus bills are circulating in the Northern Valley. The Rowlett County Sheriff's Office is warning businesses in the area to watch out for counterfeit money. Deputies are investigating reports of a woman in St. John, North Dakota, passing fake money. They seized more than $4,600 from the suspect in $10, $20, $50, and $100 bills. It's hard to miss the trick. On the front and the back of the bills, both sides have the word copy printed on them. A new study is giving researchers a better idea of how effective vaccines are against the Omicron variant of COVID-19. It found that 2 doses of Pfizer vaccine appear to have given a 70% protection against hospitalization in South Africa in recent weeks. The study was based on more than 211,000 positive COVID-19 test results. From mid-November to early December, around 78,000 of those were attributed to Omicron. The study was released today by South Africa's largest private health insurance administrator. Later at noon, if you haven't sent out your Christmas presents yet, we'll tell you when you need to send them so they can arrive on time. But next summer is back with weather to plan your day.